started the how we can go for implementing the shared assembly and how we can achieve the versioning, how we can achieve the versioning shared assembly, how we can achieve the most important topic is of reflection is late binding. And fourth is how we can go for accessing is called introspection, is called a diagnosis, how we can go for accessing the list of namespaces and class is called browse. Browse means how we can go for accessing the list of classes and list of functions available within your namespace, which is a part of your DLL. What exactly late binding is? Now we say we have the application in MVC or any product of .NET, doesn't matter whether Windows or ASP.NET, and we have same point of time a framework. Any version, C drive, Windows, Microsoft.NET, framework folder, or any version of framework 2.0, 3.5, 4.0. So we have all the libraries are kept within the framework folder, like system.dll, a system.data.dll. All the package, all the libraries are at centralized location. We install the .NET. Now I want to make a web application or window application. And suppose I want to go for using some kind of library I want to access. So I go to add reference. It's my application basically. And application. And .NET has given all the libraries at centralized place is called framework. Now, if I go for taking a reference of any particular DLL, suppose I'm taking the reference a system dot data dot DLL. Once we take a reference, I'm not getting the local copy of this DLL in my current working. I'm not getting the local copy of this DLL in current working area. It's said to be a shared assembly. It means every DLL made by Microsoft company, the property is a strong name true, a strong name true, and local copy false. Local copy false. If this is the equation, available in your DLL, it never makes a local copy. So it really act as a call by reference, is called a reference. But when we compile the C# program without main to get a DLL, or even though if I go for the class library option for making a DLL, so compiler by default makes a just opposite to this statement, or this configuration. So compiler by default makes a strong name false. By default, a strong name false, and local copy true. This is the configuration of any DLL if you go for making by .NET class library or by the command .NET command is called T for target colon library. T for target colon library. Now once you go for converting the static assembly to your shared assembly, then strong name will be true and local copy will be false. If this is the configuration and equation, then it will never make a duplicate copy. So add reference will really behave as a reference if this is the configuration called case 1. But by default compiler gives you this configuration is called private assembly or local assembly. A strong name false and local copy true. Second major benefit of reflection is versioning. So when you go for making a DLL by class library, so there is no versioning at all. There is no versioning at all. So reflection also helps for the versioning using custom attributes. Third major use of reflection is the late binding. So what exactly a late binding is? Now, if I say I'm having the DLL called a system.data.dll, take an example, and we have here our namespace called SQL client. The SQL client is a namespace. And we have several classes within this namespace: SQL connection, SQL command, SQL parameter, SQL data adapter, command builder. We have several classes. So by the button click, I want to instantiate this class, suppose SQL connection. So I want to create an object of a SQL connection class to perform some database operations, or even the entity framework doesn't matter. It's called DB context or DB set. So by the button click, I want to go for creating the instance of this class to call the function. So approach, we have to follow certain approach. The approach is, first you take a reference of the DLL. First you take the reference of the DLL. Second, you go for using. Then you can go for new operator. Then you can go for new operator. Then you can go for the dot operator. So we have to follow a standard for creating the instance of a class for calling the function. It's called approach. And approach is called early binding. It means memory allocation of any class has to follow either early binding approach or late binding approach. Okay. And for the early binding approach, we have to first take the reference is called prior. Second, we have to import the namespace by using. Then we can go for new operator. Then we can go for dot operator. Then I'm supposed to call the functions. Okay, okay. Now, next point is in same working directory, C drive, Windows, Microsoft.NET, framework, any version doesn't matter, and we have the library. Library can have the namespaces and list of classes. This is my window app or web app. It's called application. So first of all, I don't want to take a reference of the DLL. Point one. I don't want add reference. I don't want any kind of association before accessing the application for this DLL. I don't want any kind of association. So no reference initially. During design time or during compile time. No association. During design time and during compile time. Nothing. Second, if I don't go for reference, then we don't use using. Okay. So using will work when you have taken the reference of the DLL. If you haven't taken the reference of the DLL, then there is no use of using keyword. Okay, okay. And if you haven't written the using on the top for accessing the classes, no use of new operator. Look at dependencies. And if there is no new operator, there is no point to call the dot operator for calling the member function or the instance variable of any class. In certain situation, we prefer to go for late binding. We don't want association first with a DLL. We don't want go for importing the namespace for accessing the class. So I want to go for late binding approach. So in case of late binding approach, I will not follow these steps. So in this case, a reflection helps. Reflection helps how we can go for allocating the memory of any particular class without new operator. Reflection helps how you can import the namespace, dynamically. Reflection helps how we can take the reference of any DLL dynamically, everything at runtime. So Sandeep sir, can you tell me, I want to allocate a memory of a class. So how many ways we can go for memory allocation of any class? Generally, we write a new operator. Is there any other way in .NET to allocate a memory of a class? I said yes. It's called activator class. Activator. So activator is a class and having the function called create instance. Create instance. So create instance is a method of activator class. Using this method, you can go for memory allocation of a class without using a new operator. It means new operator is similar to create instance method if you want to go for achieving a late binding. Okay, I got the point. So activator dot create instance method is a substitution for new operator if you want to go for allocating the memory of a class dynamically using reflection is known as late binding. Okay. So what about dot operator? Dot operator, we know when you have taken the memory by new keyword, then we apply dot operator for calling the function. Now in this case, I will go for method info class. Okay. Method info class is having the function called invoke. Okay. So now we can say method info is a class and having the function called invoke. Invoke is a substitution for the dot operator. Okay. And create instance is a function, is a substitution for the new operator for allocating the memory of a class if you go for late binding. Okay, so late binding and early binding and early binding. And target is memory allocation, memory allocation. So what about using? Because using will be applied when you have taken the reference. And you just use set in case of late binding. You don't take a reference at design time, then you can go for accessing by the using. So here we have the assembly class. Assembly is a class. Assembly is a class, and this class is having a static function is called load from assembly file. Load from assembly file. Or we can check the exact function name. But I believe the function name is called load from assembly file. Doesn't matter, we can check. So assembly is a class, is having a static function. So this statement is similar to your add reference. Okay. So Sandeep sir, if you don't take a reference of the data, then how you can take a reference dynamically? Assembly is a class, is having a static function, is called load assembly from file. Load assembly from file. So using this function, I will not fill the absence of add reference option. Okay. And what about using? What about using, sir? The most important. Because without using, I can't import a statement. I can't import an MS space. Gentlemen, you can't import an MS space in case of early binding. But in case of late binding, get type is a function. What, sir? Get type is a function. Get type. Okay. Get type is a function. And this function belongs to the class called type. So type is a class in C#, in .NET. And this class is having a function called getType. So using this function, we can import in MS space. So I will not fill the absence of using. Overall, we have seen we have same steps also in late binding, or we can take a reference of any DLL dynamically assembly class. How you can go for importing the MS space without using in case of late binding, Sandeep? So type class. Okay. And how you can go for memory allocation of any class if you don't go for this approach, then so we have to go for activator class. Okay. How we can go for accessing the function or instance variable by dot operator in case of late binding, sir, method info class. Okay. So overall, we have seen four classes. Same question, memory allocation. But this gives you tight coupling. This gives you loose coupling. Don't take a reference. Don't take a using. Don't take a new. Don't go for dot operator. Still, you can go for accessing the function of a class if you go for late binding approach. So overall, we have seen four major points. One is called the assembly class. Similar to add reference in case of early binding. Good. So second is called type class. Similar to your using in case of early binding. Okay. And activator class. So using this class, we can go for memory allocation of any class. If I don't go for new operator, but still we can go. Okay. And dot, sir, here we have the class called method info. Method info. True. So these four classes plays a major role. If you haven't taken the reference of DLL, then using the new, then dot operator.